Well, you just heard from Mayor Brandon Scott about his views on Baltimore's crime fight. Joining me now is, for the law enforcement perspective, is Police Commissioner Richard Worley. I know you're nursing the arms. I won't shake hands with you. No disrespect meant to you. I remember, we say this all the time. I can remember back, and I remember the years, 1995. We didn't flinch when we heard the number 320-some homicides. So we've come a long way. Tell me about what has happened over the years, specifically right now, to see this 30% drop in homicides.
I think what you have is you have a group of basically different entities. You got the mayor's office, you got the state's attorney, you got the police department, federal, state, and local partners. But most importantly, you got the community who are all working together to make Baltimore safer. And it's through the group violence reduction strategy, the focused deterrence model, where we've done that. And we're going to continue to do that hopefully in 2026 and years to come, and even get lower. I want to be under 200, well, I mean under 100 by the end of 2026.
What impresses you so far? What you've been able to do as you've seen the shift from the men and women on the field, I'm seeing down the community wearing the shield?
How quickly, well, the biggest thing that has impressed me is how our officers have changed from the warrior mentality to the guardian mentality. And that didn't come overnight. That came even while we were doing the 300 homicides, because we had to shift the whole culture of the department. And we have done that, and our men and women have done a fabulous job. They're doing more with less. We have just over 2,000 cops, and they're doing it the right way. We're seizing over 2,000 guns every year, and we continue to lower crime at a faster pace than any, even though it's going down most of the country. Our pace is outpacing everybody else.
Sure, we're not naive enough to think there's not work to do. There's still work to do.
There's plenty of work to do.
Right, exactly. You know, we have Federal Hill has become, I don't know what's happened there, but it's a hot spot now. We saw a gentleman, I guess he was knocked off a bike in Patterson Park and robbed. So we got to clean up some of these things. What happens next in order to affect some of these quality of life things so that someone doesn't say, I thought about moving to the city, but I'm going to move out to name the place?
Yeah, just like with any big city or metropolitan area, you're going to have crime. You're not going to completely get rid of crime. But we have been, as much as people think we're not addressing quality of life, we actually are. We have been. The problem is that and it's not really a problem, it's the way that we have done our policing. We went from being a warrior where we just go in and occupy a neighborhood and make multiple arrests, which didn't really work. Now we're doing the guardian. So our most effective, least intrusive is our motto to our police officers. So if a warning takes it away, that's fine. But if a warning doesn't take it away, then we escalate it to a citation, and then we can escalate it to an arrest. But the big thing that the big thing that everybody talks about now is open air drug markets. That seems to be the key phrase. And what happens is there have been hundreds of open air drug markets in Baltimore for a long period, and we're not going to clean up every single one overnight. But that's where the focus of the group violence reduction strategy, because your guns, and your violence and your drugs all seem to come together. So the group violence reduction strategy is working as we dismantle these drug trafficking organizations. It's just going to take us a little time to get to every one of the drug trafficking organizations throughout the city, but we're making, as you see with the numbers, great progress.
The Northern District's up next on what the mayor was saying when it comes to the GVRS. If someone lives in those neighborhoods, or there's someone who might be a target of police, like what should they know is going to happen as far as the crime fight now?
Yeah, usually what happens before we move into a district, our detectives and our analysts will look at all the homicides and shooting that have occurred in there in the last several years. We look at the names that continue to come up in those incidents. And then those are listed at the at-risk individuals. We'll go and we will basically give them a letter, the mayor, signed by the mayor, saying, we know that you were involved in violence. This is your opportunity to take any services that we can provide you to get you out of violence. That vicious cycle, because chances are you're going to be a victim or a suspect in the coming years. You don't have to take the services. They're offered, but if you don't take the services and you continue to progress with violence and shooting and don't put the guns down, then we're going to do an investigation. We're going to basically arrest you, your whole crew, and then the state's attorney, the attorney general, U.S. attorney is going to indict it and going to put you away. But we want you to take the services, and a lot of them have, and we have some great partners in ROCA and YAP who are working with these young people. I'm really excited because ROCA is going to start working with our juveniles, our young people. which they usually wait until they hit 17, 18 before they work with them. But now they're going to work with their Department of Juvenile Services. I just had a meeting with Betsy Talentino the other day, and they're going to go behind the wall and work with our young people so that we can get them sooner.
Yeah.
So they don't get to be adults. And once you get the adult records, those are very difficult to.
It's hard to change
Yes,
minds then.
yes.
About 30 seconds left. We did a great job with the fireworks and New Year's Eve. We seem to do big events well. Yes. And you say you're already planning now for July 4th and CIAA. What do you do that's helping with efforts like that?
We have our whole special events team. Basically, it goes and meets with everyone, all of the people who are putting events together.
Sure.
We work with them to tell them this is the best route, this is the best way. And then we've looked at all of the things that we've done in the past because we don't need as many people as we did before.
Okay.
And then we use all of our partners. We ask for school police, Morgan Police, Coppin Police, every police department we can in the city, University of Baltimore at Maryland, University of Maryland at Baltimore, all those different agencies to help us. The CIAA is a huge event, and you just have to plan. You got to start planning early and just keep planning. When the event gets there, most of the hard work is already done. Then you turn it over to the great men and women of BPD to carry out the plan, and they've done a fabulous job.
Collaboration does it.
It does.
Commissioner, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it.